likes different things, so everyone's different. Because some people might like this, some people might like bigger ones. Some people might not like this always or anything like that. Always is pads. Tampax. Tampax? Wow, I'm so good with this. And just make sure you change your tampons out so you don't get like toxic to them or anything like that. Just make sure you change it like I think it's like 7 hours. You can leave in a tampon and change your pad like every 4 or 5 hours. And if you're in school, I did a getting your period in school video. And sometimes for me, I did a video about like the signs that you're gonna start your period. The playlist will be linked down below. Like cramps, bloating. I get headaches sometimes, and I get neck pain and stuff like that, back pain. So now I'm gonna start with discharge. So is it normal to have discharge? Yes, it is normal. But if you feel like it's not if you feel like it's kind of a weird color, like a brown or a yellow or anything like that, if you feel like it has a weird odor, you should go see a doctor, because it can be an yeast infections that sometimes you do get when you're not taking care of yourself the right way. So if you feel like something's not right, go see a doctor and see what's going on. So yeah, it is normal for your vagina to have discharge, because it's pretty much a way for it to clean itself. Because it cleans the inside for you, you just have to clean the outside, because a lot of the times if you don't clean your vagina the right way, it can have this really bad odor, and you don't want that. And a lot of the times water isn't always going to help with that odor and stuff. So you have to actually clean it. Don't go inside your vagina. That's not what I'm talking about. But you should clean it the right way. And just use unscented soaps, and don't put it inside your vagina. Just do it around your vagina. Because for me personally, I used to do it with water. I feel like it was not cleaning it right, and when I had my period, it had a very weird odor. So when I started using unscented soaps and stuff, it felt a lot better down there and felt a lot cleaner, stuff like that. So try to clean your vagina, but don't put the soap inside your vagina, because it cleans yourself and you can get infections by doing that. So a lot of the times sometimes you can have a lot of discharge, and it can be a lot of different ways. I said this before, is that it can be infections. Sometimes it's just your way, it's your way of your body to clean itself. Sometimes it has less, sometimes it has more. But if you feel like it's not normal for you to have a lot of discharge, go see a doctor, check it out, and see what's going down there. And I mean, it is normal to get maybe a light or a medium, but if it's a whole thing of discharge or something, or it's a weird color or it smells weird, go see a doctor, because that's probably a sign you might have an yeast infection, or something more serious can go wrong. So, discharge is usually a sign that either it's going to be your first period or your period's going to start. For me, a lot of the times when I'm going to be starting my period, I do get cramps, and I do have a little bit of discharge. But don't worry, if it's bothering you real bad, just wear a panty liner and change it every couple hours. Because honestly, for me, I don't like doing that, because pads and panty liners and tampons or whatever you may wear, they can get very expensive. Because if you keep doing that, you're gonna waste a lot of panty liners. So I'm like, hell with it. I just don't care anymore. I don't want to waste it. So yeah, like if it's bothering you can do that, or you can like change your underwear. And like if you feel like it's like getting too much, you can like go in the shower and like clean yourself. And I know a lot of people say like you're not supposed to use the summer ease wipes, but like for me personally, like I do agree that you shouldn't use it all the time because it does have scented in it, but I feel like a couple times throughout your period, I feel like it's an okay, but you should use like unscented soap and water and stuff like that. Yeah, and like if your discharge is white, it's very normal, or it has like a white gluey type of what the hell am I talking about? And like yeah, like if it's like a really weird like brown yellow color, go see a doctor. So now I'm gonna talk about hygiene. That I did a video about it that's more like into details. But it is very important, like when you're on your period, make sure you're changing your pads, tampons, menstrual cups, stuff like that, because you can get infections and stuff. And like if you're wearing a pad, you can get a rash. So you have to like make sure you're cleaning yourself. And use a wipe a couple times throughout your period. Don't use it like all the times because you can get infections. So you can use like a tampon too. Just make sure you change your pads like every 4 or 5 hours. That's usually what I do. And a tampon, I think they're like every 7 or 8 hours. I don't remember top of my head. And yeah. Make sure you change your tampons because you can get something that's called toxic shock syndrome. And make sure if you're going to change the tampons, make sure you wash your hands and stuff like that. Just make sure you're doing it properly, like wash your hands really good because you don't want to stick something, like stick your hands in your vagina if like your hands are dirty because you can get infections by that. So just make sure you clean your hands, make sure you change your pads, make sure you take a shower, use wipes, stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys liked the video, and bye.